Claude Cowork is a workflow engine, but most people just utilize it as a normal chatbot. That's unlocking about 10% of its value. But now with the utilization of skills with Claude Cowork, you can unlock the other 90%. My name is Jagger. I'm an AI product manager who has built AI products for over 100,000 users. And I use over 30 skills on a daily basis. So in this video, I tested 15 different skills. 10 of them completely failed, but there were 5 that I utilize on a daily basis now and that have become a permanent part of my workflow. And I will be giving you the plugin so you can go ahead and install all of these skills and start using it from today. Let's get stuck in. Alrighty, so what is a skill? You can see on screen a reusable instruction set for Claude, and it is saved in a markdown file. So it is a reusable workflow, a reusable set of instructions that Claude can use to execute a specific job at hand. And how do you go about triggering this? You can use a phrase, you can use a slash, and it will tell Claude, go ahead and execute this. And now your key question would be, Jagger, why don't I just write a prompt? Because then you don't have to write the long prompt. You don't have to attach the files. You don't have to provide the context to Claude to know how to create your slide deck the way you want it, or build you a specific application that in a way that you want it. You can just execute the skill. It has all of that context, has all of the long prompts already saved, and can execute. Alrighty, so how do you install these skills? You come to Claude Desktop, switch to the Cowork tab, and then you select a working folder. So you can select any folder you want. In this case, I'm just gonna create a new folder. There we go, we're gonna be using demo folder. Let's open that up, click allow. And now anything that Claude generates ends up in that folder. That is why you're selecting a specific folder, so it can pull and push information to that one folder on your desktop. Alrighty, now that that's done, let's come to customize. In customize, we're gonna go to personal plugins, click the plus button, come down to create and say upload plugin. Here, you're gonna actually upload a zip file of all of the skills we're gonna be looking at today. If you want access to that zip folder, it is in the link in the description below. It's completely free. Alrighty, so we've added the zip file and we're gonna click upload. And there you go, plugin has been installed and you can see all 5 of our skills that we're gonna be going through. Alrighty, so the first skill we're starting with is the slide deck builder. And what's awesome is I've actually used this skill to build the slide deck that we're using today. I didn't use Keynote, I didn't use PowerPoint, I didn't use Figma. I just typed one prompt, it knew exactly how I like to build my slide decks in the color scheme, in the font, with the different images that I like, and created it for me on the fly. So we're in our demo folder, and by using the / command, you can actually bring up the deck builder skill. And you just click on it, it will highlight it as such, and we can say, create a slide deck on the upcoming FIFA World Cup in the United States. Alrighty, so now it gives us some clarification questions. So who's the audience for this deck? General public and fans. How many slides do you want? Let's keep it short to 6 slides, but you can change that. Which topics must be covered? Let's go ahead and say teams to watch, contenders and dark horses. Anything else? Nope, build the deck. So it's gonna ask you these clarification questions, and now it's going to go and actually execute building that deck in the exact way I like, right? So you've just seen the deck that we've been going through. We want something to obviously look and feel the same way because that's how I like my slide decks to look. And you can customize this as much as you want. Alrighty, so it's done. Let's open it up. And here you can see FIFA World Cup 2026, the tournament. 48 teams are going to be competing. We've got Canada, the US, and Mexico as our host 3 countries. Teams to watch: France, Brazil, and England. Fair enough. Argentina are defending champions. The dark horses that you can't sleep on: Germany, Spain, and Portugal. And kind of there you get an idea as to how quick you can build a deck. Now this is obviously super simple, but I like a minimalistic deck, but you can change it up as much as you want and really say go to town and create some beautiful, colorful visuals and really do your own thing. But to show you that it's according to the skill, right? It's building this according to the skill. If I just asked for a general deck, I would have gotten something really general. But here I get something hyper specific in the color tones that I want. All right, skill number 2 is an invoice generator. As someone who runs a small business, as well as has a YouTube channel, and I'm doing collaborations and partnerships, I get a lot of requests and therefore I have to issue invoices. And generating these is a headache. So I built a skill that does it for me. The idea behind here is it will generate PDF ready invoices based on my brand format. So you can see I have kind of a mint green styling with AI The Boring, which is the holding company. So that whole piece, the signature script, part of the skill in generating that output does it perfect every single time. All of my details, I don't have to touch a thing. Alrighty, so for example, I could say invoice generator, create an invoice for client X, $4,500 for May retainer due 30th of May. Send that through. Alrighty, so we've got some clarification questions asking for the client name. So we're just gonna call it, let's say client X for demo purposes. Should the service line say may retain or something more specific? Let's say, yeah, this would be kind of fair. And then any notes, purchase order number, payment reference. We can just say PayPal jagger.b@gmail.com. That is not my PayPal email address, by the way, but create invoice or generate invoice. And easy as that, we'll see what the output looks like. And there you have it. There's the invoice, exactly how I was making it in Canva. Now just in Claude Cowork, I can ask one question and it creates a perfect invoice I can download and send to the client. Alrighty, skill number 3 is an email Collab drafter. Now, because Claude Cowork can connect to your email, you can actually fetch emails, draft replies, draft follow-ups, and send those across in your tonality, in your tone of voice. And as a person who does collaboration and partnerships, I have a rate card. I have a way I like to interact with these clients. From an AI consulting perspective, I have a different way I want to interact with them. So I built that into the skill so that it can actually respond on my behalf, or at least create the drafts so I can review them and then just send them across. And it helps keep track of follow-ups. And to showcase this, you can see I used the email Collab drafter. So it checked my email over the last 7 days for collaboration requests and draft replies. It actually checked my email via integration. You can see it searched my email over there, picked up all of the different requests. I have 3 over the last 7 days, and actually came up with those replies for me. And I can go ahead and just trigger those and approve them and then send them from my draft in my email. All right, number 4. Now this skill is probably my most favorite and the most useful to you, because one question you could be asking is, it's great to have these skills, Jagger, but how do I customize them? How do I build my own skill? It's with this skill. This skill will allow you to customize any of the other skills as well as build your own with just asking a few follow-up questions. So the idea here is, again, there's 2 modes. You can build a new skill. It will ask you to describe your workflow in a few questions. You provide those answers. It will create a file and it will actually save it as a skill within Claude Cowork for you. And then the other one is you want to say, hey, this email drafter is great from Jagger, but I need to make it my own. Can you help me customize it? And it will go ahead and help you customize that. So this skill is super useful for these 2 main reasons. So the last skill is one on a personal level. It is a bank statement analyzer. It allows me to drop in my statement, and then Claude will go ahead and analyze all my income expenses, but specifically look out for subscriptions and identify how much I'm actually spending on subscriptions per month, and allows me to then know which of the ones I would like to go ahead and cancel, and also gives me a little bit of a suggestion as to which ones I should cancel. I spend a lot on subscriptions, AI tools, entertainment, different little things I want to try out, and that adds up. So $20 here, $20 there, adds up over time. And it's a good thing on a monthly basis or every couple months to utilize this skill just to see how much you might be spending on subscriptions that you may not be aware of. Alrighty, so I've added a sample bank statement. I've tagged the skill, and I'm gonna say, analyze the attached statement. And as simple as that, it's gonna go ahead and analyze the statement and then give us a full little dashboard that we can go ahead and see what the analysis says. Alrighty, so you can see here, this is our little summary, and now we've got the expense dashboard. If we open that up, total income, total expenses or true expenses, saved or transferred, subscription spend, $618, and it will break that down for us. Now, if we go to subscriptions report, here you can see a full set of the subscription, the monthly we're paying, the annual we'll pay, and then a recommendation from Claude to say, you should probably review this, right? For example, Adobe Creative Cloud, priciest sub on the list. You're also paying for Figma. If design work is infrequent, a lower tier Adobe plan may suffice. So it's picking up where you've got to you have cross subs, and it might be a reason behind that you can then explain, but it's going to at least allow you to be like, oh, okay, I should review these. I should keep those. And yeah, that's a good idea to cancel both of these. So, in this case, Stan Entertainment, which is a big entertainment provider in Australia, it says here, you have Netflix, Disney Plus, Binge, YouTube Premium, Amazon Prime. Stan is likely the least used of their 5, cut it. And if you like that recommendation, you can go ahead and cut it. There also might be things that you might not be aware of, right? Why Plan meditation app? Maybe you paid for that once and you forgot about it, and now you're paying $12.99 a month and you don't even know it's coming off of your account. So it gives you a total amount and it breaks it down. Obviously this is dummy data, but to be honest, my subscriptions are not any better. But anyway, this at least allows you this skill to execute it on a, every couple of months on a monthly basis and see how are you doing in terms of your monthly spend or in terms of your expenses, but also specifically on your subscriptions. So to recap, all 5 skills that we discussed in this video will be accessible in the link in the description below completely for free. All you do is download it, upload it to Claude Cowork, and you are good to go. Let me know what you're building. Let me know what skills you're building in the comments below. And 2 last things I ask: if you got some benefit out of this video, please do consider subscribing to the channel. We're nearly at 10,000 subscribers. And also go check out my free weekly newsletter, AI the Boring. The link will be in the description below. Other than that, I will see you on the next video. Cheers, everyone.